Also breaking at this hour, a statement from Norfolk Southern CEO Alan Shaw. He says he came to Cleveland today when the news broke about the tragedy on the tracks. In a statement, Shaw said, quote, "Moving forward, we are going to rebuild our safety culture from the ground up. We are going to invest more in safety." He also went on to say, "This is not who we are. It is not acceptable, and we will not continue, and it will not continue, I should say," end quote. Now, what the Norfolk Southern CEO is promising is exactly what the NTSB announced today that it will be investigating. Since the East Palestine disaster, there has been another derailment, and then this deadly incident earlier today. 19 investigator Kelly Kennedy is live on what the Federal Bureau is doing to review these recent incidents. Kelly.
Yeah, Chris, a lot of people feel like this has been a long time coming. As you mentioned, about a month ago, we had the toxic train derailment in East Palestine. Then 3 days ago, another derailment in Springfield. And then this morning, the latest deadly accident here in Cleveland.
We are sorry. We're very sorry for what happened. We feel horrible about it.
That apology from Norfolk Southern came a little too late for the people of East Palestine, after a massive train derailment sent toxic chemicals into their community.
Norfolk is a Goliath, and we are no match. I got it. Point taken.
But the feds launching a special investigation into the railroad company came as welcome news to many. Since December of 2021, the NTSB has launched teams to investigate 5 significant incidents. Those include one incident in 2021 and one last December, where 2 people were killed on the job. The other 3 were here in Ohio, including the hazardous derailment in February in East Palestine, where fears have reached a fever pitch.
At nighttime, especially because that's when we smell it the most, our throats are sore. We're coughing a lot now. My son, his eyes were matted shut.
We now know hot box detectors on the train tracks played a major role in alerting crews there was a problem with a wheel bearing before the East Palestine derailment. But 19 Investigates learned railroad workers with Norfolk Southern are sometimes told to ignore those alerts. We've also learned some of the largest freight railroads in the United States have implemented new systems over the past decade to increase efficiency and reduce costs. Clyde Whitaker, state director of the largest railroad union in the country, says some of these practices are not safe. He also claims railroad companies are pushing for one person to inspect a rail car in 90 seconds or less. He says that just doesn't cut it.
They're rolling the dice. Our organization has been sounding the alarm for several years.
There was another derailment near Springfield a few days ago. And on Tuesday, a Norfolk Southern train conductor was killed in Cleveland. The NTSB says they will also be reviewing the October Norfolk Southern train derailment that happened in Sandusky. And just a couple of weeks ago, I spoke with another derailment victim in Ravenna Township, this time from a Norfolk Southern train derailment in November.
I'm going to have to move. There's no way I can live here, not under these conditions. I just can't.
According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, there were 114 derailments involving Norfolk Southern in 2022. 12 of those happened in Ohio. Norfolk Southern CEO Alan Shaw says they'll be holding safety briefings tomorrow, and those will be for every single employee company-wide. Reporting live in Cleveland, Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.